Hi, Ishwa. My name is Julie.
Hello, Julie.
How are you?
Oh, very well.
Good. My question is, I work with the public and in a grocer, and we have a lot of young families that come in that have small children. And I was wondering if there are hybrid children present now that we're experiencing or they're experiencing us. And it seems to me there's a lot of 2, 3-year-old children who are extremely happy all the time, which is great. And I was just wondering, I don't have a lot of experience with small children, so I guess I was wondering, one, if they're already present, and two, if there's something more than just the giggles and tickles they want from us as far as communication goes, because they seem to be extremely intelligent.
Yes, they are around. They share and experiences with many of you, somewhat like you could say spirit guides or guardian angels in a sense, because they're not actually physically in your present dimensionality in that sense.
Okay, so they're not physically present.
There can be some exceptions in that sense, for there are a variety of hybrid children. In a sense, your civilization is hybrid. As you know, you have DNA from several extraterrestrial races in your DNA. So in a sense, you are hybrid yourselves. So you can begin to be more specific in the idea of what hybrid children you are referring to or wanting to learn more about or communicate with. Be more specific, more focused, more precise in what it is you are saying when you say a hybrid child. There are a variety, even those who are not of Earth in a sense.
Okay. How many hybrid types are there presently?
There
About
are numerous coming and going, the
zillions.
numbers changing in that sense.
Okay.
The appropriate number is always present. They understand how to follow their heart. They are being co-facilitated in their functions here with, you could say, adults, so to speak. They aren't just out wandering aimlessly around your planet. They have, in a sense, like supervision, but they know what they're doing for the most part. But they do, in that sense, look to those with more experience at times from our world and other extraterrestrial civilization worlds for guidance in certain situations. They are not being abandoned. We are very aware of their functions and interactions, and their well-being is always being maintained and assured by the co-parenting, co-facilitation with those who are like supervising adults.
And are any of them, are there more, I'm wondering about the autistic child. Is that something that they participate in also?
In what sense?
Well, there's some work being done with autistic children, and I think that they're highly intelligent, but people are not really recognizing that. And I'm wondering.
There are autistic children who have, in that sense, overlays in their mental components that are tuned into realities quite different from what most of you tend to be tuned into, that can, in that sense, at times generate some seeming difficulty in their ability to communicate in the ways most of you are used to communicating and functioning as. They are choosing before birth to have these different overlays, imprints, if you will, in their genetic structure, so that they can be then carrying various and different frequencies that can serve to expand the rest of you in ways that, as a collective, you find to be beneficial, although how and just how that is occurring may not seem so obvious on the outset, but they serve a function in raising the collective consciousness of your civilization. So it isn't, in that sense, a accident, if you will, that they are in the way they are. It is a choice, and it has a function, and it serves to uplift the whole collective consciousness by providing a different range of potential that the rest of you and thus then are able to tune into on levels you may not be aware of, that serve and support you in ways, again, you may not be aware of, but that these do exist. Understand it is so to support the whole.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here.
Oh, it is a joy to be with you as well, dear one. Thank you.
Time for one final question.
May I ask it?